You're describing a classic serial illegal occupancy pattern with an attempted constructive eviction claim that has zero legal footing. Let's break it down cleanly. Number 1. The fundamental problem with Fredrickson's claim. Constructive eviction only applies when 1. A lawful tenancy exists, and 2. The landlord's conduct substantially interferes with the tenant's use of the lawful rented unit, and 3. The tenant is forced to leave the lawful unit. In Fredrickson's case, the units are illegal dwellings, garage, office, shed, etc. They were never lawful residences, they were never permitted or approved. He is not a lawful tenant. He is not being evicted from lawful housing. So the claim fails at step 1, which kills the entire constructive eviction argument. Number 2, code enforcement is not harassing the landlord to harass the tenant. This is what Fredrickson is trying to argue, but it's legally meaningless. Code enforcement is legally required to enforce building code, zoning code, land use, unsafe structures, illegal occupancy. Their goal is not to harass Fredrickson. Their goal is to enforce the law. Even if the landlord is forced to act, that's not harassment. That's enforcement. Number 3, the RV changes the entire analysis, you stated. Open quote, all 3 properties Fredrickson had the RV, therefore there is no deprivation of housing. Close quote. That's a key point. If he still has a lawful or at least usable dwelling, the RV, then he is not displaced, he is not harmed, he is not deprived of housing, he is not forced out. Even if the RV is not legal as long-term housing, which is a separate issue, it still shows he was not evicted from the illegal garages. So the constructive eviction claim becomes, open quote, I was forced out of an illegal garage, but I had an RV, close quote. That's not constructive eviction. That's illegal occupancy being ended. Number 4, what the courts require for constructive eviction. A, lawful tenancy. Fredrickson is not a lawful tenant in any of the 3 spaces. B, landlord conduct. Code enforcement letters are not landlord conduct. The landlord is not the actor here. Even if the landlord is forced to comply, that is, the landlord's obligation, not harassment, not eviction. C, the tenant must leave Fredrickson left voluntarily from each property. No court sees that as constructive eviction. Number 5, the YouTube videos are evidence against him, not for him. Fredrickson is essentially self-incriminating. He records himself converting illegal spaces, he admits he is doing it without permits, he mocks enforcement, he openly says he plans to rent the space. That's evidence of intent, evidence of knowledge, evidence of willful violation. That makes any claim of ignorance or victimhood look ridiculous. Number 6, what this looks like in legal terms. His claim is effectively, open quote, code enforcement is harassing my landlord, so my landlord is harassing me, so I am constructively evicted. Close quote. But the law says, code enforcement is enforcing land use and building codes. The landlord is responsible for compliance. There is no lawful tenancy in an illegal dwelling. Constructive eviction cannot be claimed. Number 7, if you want the best possible response, here's the legal logic. 1, no lawful tenancy. Garages, sheds, offices are not lawful residential units unless permitted. He admits conversion is illegal and unpermitted. Number 2, no landlord interference. Code enforcement actions are not landlord actions. The landlord is complying with law. Shadow 3, no deprivation. He had an RV for housing. He was not deprived of housing. He voluntarily moved. 4, constructive eviction requires a lawful unit, not present. Number 8, Colorado case law, why this would fail in court. The cases I previously cited, Radinsky, Escanos, Candel, all assume a lawful tenancy in a lawful space. They do not apply to illegal occupancy. The argument Fredrickson is making is exactly the kind of argument courts reject because it tries to treat illegal occupancy as a protected tenancy. Number 9, final conclusion. Fredrickson's claim is not just weak, it's legally invalid. He is not a tenant, he is an illegal occupant. Code enforcement is doing its job. Constructive eviction cannot apply. If you want, I can also draft a plain language rebuttal you can use in court or with county counsel. Create a timeline showing his voluntary departures and RV use to destroy his claims. Help you prepare a legal memo for the county or for your own records. Just tell me what you need next.